Welcome, mortals. You may call me Izar, and my great master Ozama offers you a gift. For if you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on Seanstermations MIRAI. Marvelous things will happen. But what could it be? Well, do you wish to find out? Stay tuned.
Hello everybody, my name is Seanstermations and welcome to the 11th Seanstermations MIRAI update, and in it we will be discussing about a very expansive topic today, as today the subject of the video is going to be all about the world building of the upcoming series. So before we begin this video, I'd like to thank everybody so much for all your support so far, especially for these kinds of videos. Now, although they're not as frequent as the Seansterverse What Ifs or any of the content that comes in the channel, to be fair, and sticking to a update per 2 months, all your support is very much appreciated, to be fair, and because that we have so many different videos coming to the channel and like so many big events that are coming later down the line in the year, there just wasn't like time to add an update every month, to be fair, but then we were running out of topics too soon, to be fair. And well, I do definitely like to keep these paced, but as long as we keep to a nice healthy one Seanstermations MIRAI update every 2 months, with this one being such a month and the next update coming down in June, and then there's going to be one in August, and then there's going to be one in October, and then we'll have a little bit of a break in December before reactivating it in February, and so on and so forth. But of course, with each and every one of these updates, there'll be a few little teasers on what the basis is going to be for the series. As right now, the production of this is definitely continuing. Absolutely, do not worry. It's just at a little bit of a snail's pace at the moment, or it seemingly seems like it's at a snail's pace. What with like the massive story of the Seansterverse being in place. But do not worry, Seanstermations fans, MIRAI is still being made alongside it. It's just a little bit slower, what with like all the Seansterverse stories to come. But as long as we keep these updates going, then hopefully there might be some big news for Seanstermations MIRAI very, very soon. Touch wood anyway, but at least I get to keep everyone updated on what's going on in the series so far. As I at least owe everyone that, to be fair, despite the lack of updates in the previous year. But without any further ado, let's get right into this video. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and the many Seanstermations MIRAI updates to come, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content coming soon from our new Seanstermations, as well as for the Mass Legion and everyone the Seanstermations Patrol made by family and Manny Posse. It's time to begin another Seanstermations MIRAI update, as now we discuss the world building of the upcoming series. Let's begin. I almost stumbled on my English for a second. It was only the intro. Come on, Sean, you're better than this. The concept of world building is a very important part when making a story. I mean, of course, you've got the characters, their backstories, the villains and their backstories, but the world building is those characters are only as good as the world that they're based around with. And well, we know Planet Earth, it's massive, it's downright spectacular, the different locations and the wonder that it has. And in Seanstermations MIRAI, we're timesing that by 100 on what many secrets we could have in the series. Like, there's going to be locations over sea, there's going to be locations in the sky, and then there's going to be like underground locations within islands. I cannot tell you how massive Seanstermations MIRAI's world is going to be when the series comes out, to be fair, as it is going to be the longest series of Seanstermations that I've ever done, 100-fold to the overall length of Seanstermations Next, where it had over 50 episodes. This is going to be quite big, and I'll be sure to keep everyone updated in the time being. But But while the making the background, to be fair, definitely that doesn't seem like an exciting job. I mean, there's a lot of details, there's a lot of like things that you need to get over here and there. But what if I told you that if done correctly, the world building could even tell secrets that are still yet to be told in the world of Seanstermations? Now, there are a lot of things that have been left there in like in complete blanks, like in the previous series. But what if? But maybe the world building could help expand upon it. And what can it expand upon? Well, allow me to list a couple of things for you. It could expand the story of Demon God Ozma. It could expand the story of any of the main characters. It could lead on to a new arc. The possibilities are absolutely endless with world building. And while it may seem puzzling to start with, especially with all these different elements and all these different like questions and answers, it really it can like puzzle the brain a little bit. But if handled correctly, world building can like make your story like even more expansive than people originally were. And when it seems like a story is like reaching its end, they find a way to further improve it. And of course, like manga and anime writers like Akira Toriyama and Eiichiro Oda, they have like magnificent world building skills, and they get the audience thinking that just when you think that one door is closing, bam, in comes a new arc with so many more surprises and so many tales yet to tell. So there definitely will not be any blanks left out, and I'll definitely be sparing no expense when like making sure that this Seanstermations series is definitely going to be the final. So every question that you ever wanted to know about the Seanstermations world, it's all going to get answered into one setting, and that being Seanstermations MIRAI. And of course, there will of course be some elements that will help further expand the story of Seanstermations MIRAI. Of course, maybe continuing on some like storylines that would have otherwise been completed earlier, or maybe even explaining on why these stories like came to be. Of course, because as you know, there will also be episodes that take place in the past. Like it won't like it'll only be like some of them, to be fair. And some people may see like flashback episodes to be nothing more than filler, but because all the episodes of Seanstermations MIRAI are going to be absolute canon, each minor detail can further help out with the main story of Seanstermations MIRAI and further get you thinking on what's going to happen at the very end. Because, well, I've seen many anime series in my time, to be fair, and there are all these little visual clues that may not be explained to you at first, but then when there is a certain point in the series that just clicks the second that you take all these elements together, that is the result that what the series is trying to get. Trying to gather every last bit of the different mysteries and the different pieces here and there. When it all comes together, that is going to be the spice that is going to ignite what Seanstermations MIRAI hopes to be. A series that is full of wonder and mystery, all tied up together in a pretty little bow. And although it may not be perfect, I do hope that each element of it will lead to quite an amazing story in the long run, as well as ending a long legacy that has like started from the beginning of my YouTube career all the way to its end. So one can only hope on what Sky and her friends are going to see today. One can only hope. The only downside with world building, to be fair, it's not a big downside, it's just a little one, is that the history and the story could ever expand. Like, let's say you had a set point, like say it was all like neatly in a bow, but then you get this little spike of inspiration, and then it just hits you, and you just think, "Oh, I wonder if I'd have time to add this." It always can get like a little bit too much, to be fair, but it's always a good benefit too, because then you get to have a think, and then you get to like go over the different ideas, and then you think to yourself in the final draft, should I add more history in there, or should I add a couple more elements, to be fair? I mean, this could be done, like, before you make the series, this could be done while you're making the series. As long as, you can handle each of your worlds that are written or drawn with tender loving care, I'm sure that it will still be just as good as the original draft, if not even better down the line. And I highly apologize that Seanstermations MIRAI has taken as long as it did, to be fair. But with everything going on with the channel and the ever-expanding lore that is, like, being built around this world, it is going to take a lot longer than usual, to be fair. I mean, I'll definitely will give a release date, to be fair, when, of course, anything like major does happen, of course. But with these continued updates, I hope to keep everyone, like, expanded on what the world of Seanstermations MIRAI is going to be. And I do appreciate everybody here for all your support and all your patience for this series, but I can promise you that with the world building factor in mind, as well, on top of the expanding lore that may come around with it, as well as any other elements that may appear during these updates afterwards, promise you that this series will hopefully will be absolutely fantastic, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, not the best in the world, but I'll definitely be sure to try my best, to be fair. And if one looks into world building or making the series themselves, while keeping all the world building facts in mind, I'm sure that your series might even be better than my own, to be fair, or might even be better than those who came before us, even the great anime creators that have given us series that have inspired us so much to making our own. I'm sure that we'll all do them proud. And with that is going to be the end of another Seanstermations MIRAI update. So, the next update is going to be in June of this year. I'm not entirely sure on what subject that we might be talking about yet, but do not worry. It will definitely be. I'll definitely be sure to let everybody know this upcoming weekend, of course. When the topic's been set, and of course I need to review all the previous Seanstermations MIRAI update videos, just so that I don't end up repeating myself or going over a topic we've already discussed, to be fair, because, well, I mean we wouldn't want to have another repeat, to be fair, of what we already know, to be fair, because everyone likes some new content, to be fair, and I do hope that these MIRAI updates every 2 months will continue to keep everyone posted on what's going on with Seanstermations MIRAI. But again, I really do appreciate for all of your patience and support for this so far. It definitely will all be worth the wait. But if you enjoyed these updates and the many more updates to come, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content coming soon. And for only episodes 2.5, as well as everyone for the Mass Legion and everyone on the Shorts Patrol by Family Manny Posse, thank you all so much for joining us for another Seanstermations MIRAI update. See you all next time in June. But for now, I will see you all next time in the upcoming weekend, where we will have another episode of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a fun time today, and I'll see everybody next time for another update and more fun for the weeks ahead. Take care, stay safe, and have a nice rest of the week, everybody. Bye-bye.